This is an activity that's called Good News Flashcards. The purpose of this activity is to give your kids confidence in their knowledge of the good news of Jesus. Your kids are going to prepare to answer questions about the gospel by using flashcards to study from. Once they study them, they'll be asked questions about that particular question toward the end of the activity. For this activity, you're going to need your help sheet, and then you're going to need your flashcard with the questions that are on the back. You can find that on your CD-ROM as well. You can attach that with those flashcards with a staple, or you can use a ring with a hole punch, however you want to put it together. But once you've given them out, then you'll do the activity something like this. All right, guys, today we've been talking about sharing the good news, right? All right, well, sometimes when we go out to tell people good news, especially the good news about Jesus, we might get a little nervous and scared, like, oh my goodness, I'm going to forget what to say. Well, first and foremost, we always need to pray, don't we? Have God help us to remember the important things to tell our friends about Him, okay? That's the first thing we need to do. But the second thing that we really need to do is we need to be prepared, okay? The Bible says in 1 Peter 3:15b, and if someone asks you about your Christian hope, that means that you're a Christian and your hope is that you get to live forever and ever with God in heaven. Always be ready to explain it, okay? So God expects us to be ready to share the good news when somebody asks us. So we're going to work on that today. I want you two to be partners, and you two get to be partners, okay? On the front, everybody know what a flashcard is? Where do you usually see flashcards?
Where? Like for
Adding.
math?
Yeah, math, school, reading, whatever, all sorts of. Well, that's what these are, okay? Each one of you is going to get a copy of these to take home that you can study, but I want you to study on them right now. So we got questions on the front of the flashcard. Who is Jesus? Okay? We got a second one. How do I know that He loves me? A third one. What is the Bible? And a fourth one. Why do you go to church? These are 4 questions that a friend might ask you that you need to be ready to give an answer for. Okay? So you guys just take a couple of minutes, look through them, talk about them, and maybe come up with some ways that you might actually say that to a friend. Okay? All right, just for time's sake, obviously you want to give your kids probably 4, 5, 6, maybe even 10 minutes to look through them and really come acquainted with the answers. Once you've done that, get everybody's attention and do something like this. All right, guys, go ahead and put them aside. All right, go ahead and put them down. Okay, I'm going to take my cards. I'm going to separate them here so I can get them in a different order. All right, I'm just going to call you out, all right? And I want you to give me the correct answer or what you would say, all right? Miss Shannon, who is Jesus?
Jesus is God's son, and He came to earth as a baby, and He lived just like one of us, but He was perfect in His days.
Okay, very good. John 1:14 says, so the Word, Jesus, became human and made His home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness, and we have seen His glory, the glory of the Father's one and only Son. All right, obviously you'll go through all of the flashcards, and you can do it multiple times, asking different kids different questions, but close the activity by saying something like this. All right, guys. Do you feel a little bit more confident about knowing what you might say based upon doing this activity? All right, let's see. I want to give, you can take that, and then you can, Lisa, you can keep that.
Okay.
Sorry, I tore that one up, but it's still
All right.
okay. All right, so I want you guys, even though you still feel a little, I know you feel more comfortable than you did before, I want you to keep looking at those, okay? Because I want you guys to feel confident that you go like, I could tell others about Jesus because I know some answers to questions they might ask me. Okay? Will you do that for me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good.